Here's your daily dose of fitness, food, and fun. Angelica's Daily Surprise starts now.
Every time I go to the States, I've had rare burgers, and it's like eating brains. I mean, I know that it's like freshly ground chuck, but it feels weird to me.
And I opted to go with maple syrup.
Okay.
Because, you know,
We're Canadian.
Exactly.
Canadian,
maple
eh?
syrup.
Got maple syrup running through my veins there, bud. Hello there, and welcome to my apartment. Did you know that there are foods that you can eat, like put in your body, that help you combat inflammation, lower your blood sugar and blood pressure, and just generally help you age more gracefully? Well, surprise! Today we are going to prepare a tasty meal that does exactly those things. And helping me do just that, we are welcoming Chef Cori into my kitchen today. Hey, welcome, Chef Cori.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, we're so excited to have you. What are we making today?
Well, it's exactly what you said. We are going to make a meal that does all of those things and tastes amazing.
What?
We're going to do a lovely seared salmon, which is omega-3s, which are fantastic. Any kind of fatty fish is fantastic for your body fighting inflammation. We've got some lovely seasonal asparagus here.
Nice.
And we've got some beautiful baby spinach. Which any kind of green vegetable. I mean, you could sub this for broccoli, cruciferous, I think is.
Yeah, cruciferous.
Yes. The ones that are like broccoli and Brussels sprouts and radishes, all of those are excellent, excellent vegetables.
I used to think that was a dinosaur.
Yes. I thought I said something else, but yeah, it's not. So you could really, if you're inspired by this recipe, you could actually sub whatever you wanted to. So just keep in mind, deep green is your best friend. So we're going to do a very healthy version of a teriyaki salmon. And we're going to start by choosing really, really smart ingredients. Like instead of going with soy sauce, I'm using something called coconut aminos. And that has like 1/18 of the salt. It's very, very healthy for you. It's also very, very flavorful. And if you're concerned about calories or anything like that, it's incredibly calorie friendly.
Nice. I'm always concerned about salt because it makes me puffy.
Yeah,
it makes you puffy.
Makes retain water. I'm with you. I'm with you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn on both of these elements. And if you don't mind helping me.
Yes. How do I help?
I'm going to ask you to put together the teriyaki-esque kind of sauce. And we can start by adding in all of these ingredients, but only a little bit of the garlic.
So this is our coconut aminos,
It is.
right? And how much of this do we have here?
I'm going to say that's probably about 3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons, and then these are black sesame seeds,
yes,
right?
You don't have to add those. We're actually going to garnish with that.
That's
Thank
a garnish.
you for pointing that out. No.
I just dumped them all in.
No, I'm so glad you said it, or else it would have been like, what's going on here?
And you're using coconut oil, right?
I am using coconut oil. And the reason I'm using coconut oil is because I'm thinking about the recipe and what kind of flavors they would use in that part of the world. Because olive oil and coconut oil are 2 excellent, excellent oils to use when you're cooking. They're fantastic. Which one is better? Olive oil. It has a higher smoking point, and it's just got that little bit more of a kick towards helping you with your HDL as opposed to LDL. But coconut is like just behind it.
HDL, LDL.
Yes, your cholesterol. So good cholesterol is HDL, and bad cholesterol is LDL.
How much of this salt and pepper am I adding in?
I would say, why don't we season the salmon with the salt and pepper? And then that way we actually don't have to worry about it.
What am I putting in this?
Into the saucepan.
So
you can pour the whole thing.
The whole thing. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that.
You know it's a good temperature when you hear the tss. So I'm just going to quickly get this salmon into my heated pan, and you can see it's kind of smoking. So what I'm looking for is a nice little shimmer, and I'm going to put it skin side down. And you hear that sizzle? That's what we want.
I live for the sizzle.
Me too.
All right,
awesome. So that's going to take about, I'm going to say, 2 minutes just on that side. And when you flip it over, it's going to take another 2 minutes. And then it'll be cooked perfectly. A lot of people want to cook their salmon all the way through. But you can treat salmon kind of like you would treat a steak. So as long as you're cooking the outside. Bacteria is on the outside, the surface. So if you've ever gone into a restaurant and ordered a burger and said, I want my burger rare, they won't do it.
No, I never I don't usually get my burger rare. My grandmother always told me, never have your burgers rare.
Yeah.
Although, mind you, every time I go to the States, I've had rare burgers, and it's like eating brains. I mean, I know that it's like freshly ground chuck, but it feels weird to me.
Yes. Okay, so the reason, because it does look like ground brains, I'm going to add a little bit of coconut to that just for flavor.
Ooh, okay.
And then I was thinking in this recipe, do I want to go with honey or do I want to go with maple syrup? And I opted to go with maple syrup.
Okay.
Because, you know,
We're Canadian.
Exactly.
Canadian,
maple syrup. And it gives it a nice little flavor.
Yeah.
You know? It's very nice. So I'm going to add the maple syrup to
Got
this.
maple syrup running through my veins there, bud.
And then if you don't mind adding the ginger, and we've got pureed garlic.
Okay, so this is ginger and garlic. Is there a little forky that I can use to this?
Yes.
Okay.
But just a little bit of the garlic.
Oh gosh, I thought I did.
No, that's a puree. You put the ginger in, it was perfect.
Okay, so just a little bit. How's that?
That's great.
Because I know garlic is potent. That's a lot of garlic too, right?
It is, and it's pureed.
Ooh.
And so when you take your garlic and you put it in your microplane and puree it down, then it has a definite potency. And if you're using Ontario garlic as opposed to garlic from around the world, it's really, really potent. So you'd only need like 1 clove as opposed to like 4 or 5.
Ontario garlic's more potent?
More potent. It's got that, your fingers become sticky, kind of tacky. And
interesting. Oh, this smells amazing. So I see you keep your skin on.
I did, but you don't have to.
I like skin on.
Me too. I find that with skin on, it gives you even more nutrients, and the oils in this fish are really great for your skin.
Ah!
Yeah, salmon keeps you I know you wouldn't believe this, but I'm 97, and this is my daily diet, so...
Wow, I'm 70.
That's all I'm saying. You look great!
Thank you. I eat the souls of babies. And salmon.
I wondered why there was a shortage. I was sitting there going, where are those baby souls? And now I know, so took them all. Thanks. So our salmon is looking pretty good right now. I'm just trying to get a really nice crust on the top and on the bottom.
Every time I've made salmon, I'm like, okay, I want it to be opaque through, so it's nice that you don't...
But if you can see, just from the heat on the bottom, and I've got it on max heat, you can see how it is cooking all the way through.
Yes.
And if I wanted to get even prettier color, I would just turn it on its side.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's coming up to almost being done. Lovely, lovely.
It is. And it's like, again, very basic seasoning. Salt and pepper.
It is. And the salt and pepper are just going to see how that beautiful color.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to plate it right now. And it's only going to take, I'm going to say, 30 seconds for us to do the greens. So.
See, this is another thing that I love about this meal is, yes, there's prep, but the actual cooking time is very quick. I think people think they need to slave through a kitchen all day.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no, you don't need to do that in order to be healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's one rogue asparagus.
Yes.
So you just put that in the same pan after the asparagus?
I did, because it's the exact same flavors. And so I'm going to take a little bit of that garlic and put it in there, the puree.
Ooh.
And if you wanted to, you could add a little bit of water or fish stock or whatever you wanted to it. If I was concerned that it was drying the pan out, what I would do is I'm going to take some spinach.
Wow.
And put that on top. And this is the fastest way to get water in your pan when you're cooking a vegetable that has water in it. And that is to add salt. Because salt releases water during the cooking time.
Okay.
So if you wanted to saute mushrooms, let's say, or do any of that kind of stuff, do not salt your mushrooms.
Don't salt your mushrooms.
No, while you're cooking them. Because if you do, then they'll just end up being very, 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 very wet. And you're going to see this come down pretty quickly. She says, trying to keep everything in the pan.
Sorry, this is my first apartment. I only have one frying pan.
I know, and I just wanted to make this so nice and big and generous for you.
No, this is real, though. This is real life. A lot of people don't have these supplies that you see on TV. They don't have much space. They're not working with a lot. You know, you go to anybody's apartment, and it's like bathroom, kitchen, bedroom.
Yes, sometimes in the exact same room.
City living.
Exactly. It's city life, right?
Yeah.
But as you can see, I'm just going for a wilting.
Yes.
Can you see the change in color with the asparagus?
Yes.
And just see how it's getting that beautiful bright green?
Yeah.
You can eat asparagus raw. This is just a way of getting those lovely, lovely nutrients.
You can eat asparagus raw?
You sure can. It tastes delish.
I shouldn't be doing this.
Well, you could. Everything has been cleaned.
My uncle's a chef, and I've literally watched him take strips of bacon out of the pan and flip it. He's got lovely hands.
Yes, we call it asbestos fingertips.
Oh.
Because you can just, I've seen chefs stick their hand into a deep fryer, and it was crazy.
Wow.
All right. So if you want to just do a little flip, I'm going to get this nicely plated for us so that we can enjoy this lovely, lovely meal. And you'll notice I didn't put it onto the same plate because of the salmon.
Okay.
The rawness of it. That's beautiful. Beautiful. That looks ready to rock and roll.
I'm losing a lot of spinach here.
No worries. You're doing amazing. Nobody's watching. It's not like we're on TV or anything, so people can judge us in any way. No, that's perfect.
Okay.
Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this from you. May I? Thank you. And if you want to get our lovely marinade that has been cooking over here.
Oh, yeah. So how long was this cooking for?
I'm going to say the duration of this. So while we were cooking the salmon, the same amount of time.
And on high?
On high, just till it started bubbling.
Okay.
And then I turned it right down to low. And that way we let all the water content that was in there evaporate, ideally, so that it thickened it up a bit. But it doesn't have to be a thick sauce. It can be a thin sauce. It's really totally 100% up to you.
This is amazing.
And if I may.
Is that hot? Okay.
Again, asbestos fingertips.
Oh.
And so now we have our hot sauce. And we'll just drizzle that over this. And I'll turn this element off so I don't set the studio on fire. Again. And there we go.
Look at that.
And now we got our black sesame seeds.
Ah, perfect.
And if you want to sprinkle them on top, we can.
All over the place, right?
Anywhere you want.
That's beautiful.
And you don't have to use black sesame seeds. You can use toasted sesame seeds if you want.
What's the difference between black sesame seeds and just toasted white ones?
That is an amazing question. One is black.
It's literally just the color.
And, you know what? I'm going to say there might be a difference. They taste exactly the same.
Okay.
But very, very lovely. And
Look at
what we're going to do is just oranges are amazing. Amazing for when it comes to fighting
inflammation.
Thank you. So I'm just going to do a very lovely little squeeze on top just to give it a nice little orange flavor. If you want this, I'm doing it this way because it gives it a nice brightness. It really perks up the flavor. If I had wanted to, I could have squeezed it in to our pan when we were making the sauce, and it would have been a-okay.
Okay.
And voila!
Look at that. Raw orange drizzled pan-seared salmon with our low-sodium teriyaki sauce, our wilted spinach, and asparagus.
You got it.
That is gorgeous. Can you please leave us alone now?
Yes, I forgot to add the baby sole.
What? Oh, yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Next time.
It'll still taste good, I think.
Anyways, I'm ready to eat. How about you?
Me too.
Yay.
Yay.
That's been Angelica's Daily Surprise. Bon appetit.